Yeah.
I am not sure what you just said, Dark.
Hase, I don't remember what that word is, but it's I something fish. It's German.
Right, but that doesn't mean I know what it means.
Mm, I don't think it's I hate fish. Maybe it is I hate fish.
It very well could be. Yeah, I hate fish. Okay. There's very few German words that I actually know. Um, there's not very many. And I probably don't pronunciate them correctly, which is kind of funny in a sense, because, like, I am part Irish, German, and Native American. So I'm part German, but I really don't know hardly anything German. Um, but there is some words that I have been taught along the way, but it's not my native like language.
Yeah. I did Duolingo for a bit, and I really kept like Duolingo is like I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like Duolingo.
Like, but I only remember a few things from it. Like, I know how to comment on the weather, but that's about it. I know how to say it's beautiful today, or it's it's good weather today, or schönes Wetter heute, nicht wahr?
There's few words that I kind of learned, and that's because my ex douchebag of an ex husband was also part German,
Yeah,
and so like he'd say certain words, and it was like that's kind of where I picked up some of them. Um, Along the way, kind of like with Spanish. There's very very few words I know in Spanish, but they're not always like over 90% of them are not appropriate words, and that's because we worked with a Mexican roofing crew. So, and roofing is very much kind of like the same sense of like a like mechanics. Usually the shit that comes out their mouth is not clean or
polite.
appropriate or polite. There's a lot of fucked off shit that comes out of construction workers, roofing crews, mechanics' mouths that you just don't say around normal society.
Yeah,
So, and then the only other thing I can say is no habla español. And it's so funny because at work, I get a couple of Mexicans who are very fluent, like, but not very fluent in English, but very fluent in Spanish. And one of my coworkers, she was my work wifey, and she could fluently speak Spanish. And so I'm just sitting there at the register, like listening to them, and they looked at me and they're like, "Do you speak Spanish?" And I'm like, "Uh, no habla español," and they just start cracking up laughing. So every day they'd come in because they really liked me because I was one of the few. Me and her were the only two that would open the drawer and cash in their tips for bigger bills. Where nobody else would do it. They were just jackasses to them. Um,
yeah,
because they worked down at the Mexican restaurant at El Mezcal, and so they had all these, like dollars and lower bills, and for their tips, and they'd want them cashed in for bigger bills, and so we'd open the register to cash it in, um, where nobody else would do that for them. So they crack up laughing at me. So they'd started trying to teach me like different words like fruits and this, that, and the other, which honestly I don't even remember them nowadays. What the hell they were. Um, and it was really cool because they'd come in like every week and we'd talk and hang out and whatever and bullshit. And then it got to the point that they would actually bring me like fajitas every Friday. So that was really cool. I got free fajitas every Friday. So that was sweet. Um, yeah, I really liked them. They were really sweet people. I can't remember the guy's name. And then there's a couple guys that I learned a little bit from at a horse place that I worked at, uh, in Ilario and Antonio, and I really like them too. They're husband and son to one of my really really good friends. Um, but they don't speak as well of English as she does. So sometimes it's a little difficult to understand fully what they're saying, but I love both of them. They're so kind. Uh, they have helped me out so much with so many different things through over the years, and but it like I said, sometimes it's really difficult to understand what they're saying if she's not around to translate. Um,
Yeah.
but they'll sit there and try and teach me certain words. So that's like the best I've gotten over the years of trying to learn a language that's not my own. It's it gets a little rough going.
Yeah.
And Duolingo is just fucking weird.
It,
Sometimes too, like it itself doesn't pronunciate words correctly. So like I've walked up to somebody and said something, and they're like, "What the fuck are you trying to say?" I'm like, "It's whatever this app told me to say," and they're like, "No, no, that's not right." I'm like, "Oh,
Duolingo, there's the parts where like because it uses your microphone and you have to say a certain phrase, and then it tries to recognize whether you said it right or not. There was more than a few times where like I would say something, whatever it was in German, and then like I would hear that I didn't say it correctly, but it would recognize that I said it correctly. I'm like, nope.
right,
Like was fully aware that I fucked it up, but it was like, yeah, that was it, and I'm like, nope, no, it
yeah,
wasn't.
no, it wasn't." Like, what the fuck you lying to me for? That's where I feel I do better with like actually hearing it from a live person and
Yeah.
them talking it through, and they can slow it down like syllable or sound piece by piece back at me.
Is it Rosetta Stone or Babylon that uses actual voice recordings of people saying stuff?
That I don't know. Holy shit, Dark says he speaks 6 different languages. That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a lot, I guess, but like there's a lot of, I'm saying, like there's a lot of people who are multilingual.
Multilingual. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that is true. But it's a lot that somebody only speaks English and some days not
Yeah.
very well. Like,
Yeah. I barely speak English.
right?
Ugh. I mean, and I don't think you can count Pig Latin.
Yeah, no, you can't count Pig Latin. I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't think that's a real thing. But oh my god, as kids, I that was like the thing.
Yeah.
Run around, think we were hot shits because we could speak Pig Latin.
Yeah.
German, English, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, and Arabic. Well, anytime we go traveling outside of the states, we need him to be our guide and be able to be our translation to anybody. Wow.
When we go on that Nintendo World trip, I was like, we gotta call
hmm
Dark.
We're gonna be pulling Dark along with us.
Yeah.
Damn, how many people are we dragging to Nintendo World? That's okay. My friend Multi already said that he's shoving himself along on the trip too. So we have an extra that I didn't even tell you about.
Oh, we'll never be able to afford this trip if we keep adding people. I already can't afford it with just 4 people. Now we've got 6.
It's great. Dark said, I'll pay for my own. Don't worry. I can't have you going in debt.
Name Americans who. Yeah, I mean, most Americans are already in debt, so what's a few 100,000 more?
I'm pretty sure technically Multi could pay for his own as well. So there's that. I mean, technically, so could me and Cloud, but where's the fun in that?
Yeah, it was.
The whole point was is you had to pay for it.
Yeah. If I don't
I
pay
mean, that
for
was
it, I don't get what
Heise's
I was
thing
promised.
anyways. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit, that makes it easy. He's already in the States. Stark said, come pick me up. I'm in New York. At least you don't have to, like, finagle a green card for him.
Yeah. Well, if it's trips to Japan, I wouldn't have to get a green card for him. We just meet up in Japan.
I don't think that's how. I think he still needs some sort of, like, uh, um,
The
what's the
green
word?
card was
Not the
only
green
for
card,
Disney
but
World, which we cut
A
out.
passport?
we didn't cut out Disney World. That's still a
Passport?
thing. Passport. Yeah, he's still gonna have to get a passport, though. And he still wanted the green card for you to bring him back afterwards. So he's still got to get his green card. And nobody cut out Disneyland.
I did. What are
Yeah,
you
none
talking
of
about?
us did though.
Yeah, but if I'm the one paying for it,
But you're paying for what we want.
I'm paying for what I was promised.
But you were only promised if you took us to Disneyland and
Japan.
Nintendo World. Dark's been to Japan 3 times. I've never been there even once.
Val's been to Japan.